Do you ever get angry? Like so angry that you could yell or stomp your feet or even break something? I feel that way sometimes too. And sometimes you feel angry because maybe you lost a game that you were playing. Maybe you saw something or read something that made you really upset, made you feel disappointed and mad. And you know what? That's okay. Anger is just one of many emotions that we feel. What's important is how we manage it and how we look at it. Anger oftentimes is the feeling that is right on the top. It's the feeling that's easiest to see. It's on the surface. And usually right below, there's a whole bunch of other feelings that we're not even seeing. So today, on Making Space, what we're going to do is create a project that helps us see anger differently by seeing all the feelings that are right under the surface. All right? Are you ready? It's going to be fun, I promise. Let's do this. All right, so here's what we're going to make today. We're going to have an iceberg of emotions with anger at the top and a whole bunch of feelings below. We'll need a few materials. We'll need I used a brown paper bag, scissors, glue, paints, and cut out pieces of paper. You're going to want to start off by cutting out your iceberg shape, then gluing that down. Then I took some blue paint, and I'm going to paint some waves. At first I made a little thin line, but I went back and made it thicker. I like that more. And now I'm going to start cutting out my animals. So first I'll do a little penguin. And that's supposed to be a walrus. Yep. And walrus have a little tusk. So let's give our little walrus some tusk. And I'm going to cut out a whale. Not just any whale. This is a narwhal. So let's give it a little horn. And let's put a little shrimp in there. I think these are animals that actually live in the Arctic. I'm not really sure. And then a seal, sea lion. They live in the Arctic, right? And a shark. I actually don't know if they live where it's that cold, but I want to put a shark in my picture. And a few little fish. And then you can just compose your little animals wherever you want them to go and start to glue them down with your little penguin at the top and all your animals below. And now I'm going to start giving little details to all my little animals and labeling the feelings and emotions. So at the top, remember, we see anger. That is the feeling that is at the surface. So I have a little angry penguin. And below, maybe anger is nervousness. Maybe you're nervous sometimes, and that's why you're mad. So I have a little nervous narwhal. And here's a little walrus. And maybe you're worried. Worry and fear can definitely lead to anger. That's how anger can express itself, if you're afraid of something. So here we have a worried walrus. Oh, and maybe you've been really sleepy and you end up getting really cranky. Well, sometimes sleepiness and being tired can make you angry. So I have a little sleepy shrimp. And below that, I have a little sad seal. Sadness definitely makes you upset sometimes. And, a shark. This is going to be a hungry shark. I know that when I'm hungry, I get angry. I get hangry. And sometimes you're hungry for more than food, and that's what's making you upset. Maybe you're hungry for someone to listen to you, or hungry to be heard, or hungry for justice. So here we have our iceberg of emotions. Today's art project was inspired by a book, Little Penguins, written by Cynthia Rylant and illustrated by me. The pictures in this book were made using many of the same materials that we use today, paint and collage. There are many penguins in this book. They're not very angry penguins. They're pretty chill. And there's also some winter animals. I want to make sure that someone out there gets a chance to win a free copy of this book. In order to enter to win, all you have to do is like this video, comment below, and I'll select someone to win a free copy. I'll do this by supporting our local and independent bookstores, so either a bookshop in your town or mine, and I'll make sure that they send you a copy. Okay, real talk. This has been a very challenging week. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to put out a video this week, but it has been you, each one of you who sends me a kind word, message, a comment, an email. Every time I get tagged in the artwork that you make and want to share, that brings me joy, that encourages me, and it keeps me going. So thank you for that. As I say in many of my videos, creativity has the power to heal. I truly believe that. I believe our world could really use some healing right now, more specifically my country, the USA. I personally think that healing can only come about when there's justice, when systems and ways of thinking that uphold some and oppress others are broken. That's what's going to bring about justice and healing. Lastly, I just want to say thank you all for making space for creativity, for fun, and just being together. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.
I think America must see that riots do not develop out of thin air. Certain conditions continue to exist in our society, which must be condemned as vigorously as we condemn riots. But in the final analysis, a riot is the language of the unheard. What is it that America has failed to hear?